Hey, welcome to the coffee break with Bryan. It's about 2:18 in the afternoon here, and my wife went into work at 8:30 this morning, and she won't get home till about quarter till 9 this evening. It's her late night, and I was just thinking about what I was going to cook for dinner. I laid some stuff out, and I jumped on here to make a video. And I was just thinking about groceries and how much they cost anymore. And it's not just how I feel. I'm sure there's many of you and a lot of other Americans out there that hate going to the grocery store and buying groceries because they know they're going to be broke when they get done. Some of us can only buy a few, and some of us can buy more. But I remember as a kid going to the grocery store, and my parents would fill up the cart, go through the checkout, then get to the car, and my dad would put as many groceries as he could inside the trunk, and then the rest of them he'd have to put them in the back seat of the car, and my little sisters would have to sit on my lap. And then when we get home, we'd take all the groceries in, and mom and dad would put them away, and you'd hear them talking back and forth about, man, I can't believe we spent $100 this week on groceries. That's just outrageous. You know, I'm here to tell you, if the wife and I went to the grocery store and spent $100, her and I would be fighting all the way to the door about who's going to carry the only grocery bag we got to the car. I'm sure there's many of you out there that can relate to that. Fighting on who's going to carry the only grocery bag to the car. Well, that gets to my next subject. My daughter and wife has been planning a vacation to Florida, to Disney World, and yesterday I was just looking up prices of the trip, and I looked and it was $185 a ticket. Boy, so that's $400 right there. That is quite a bit in my book. Um, and then it was going to be her, me, my grandkids, and my daughter and my son-in-law. Their original plan was to fly there, and that changed. And now I guess we're going to drive, which the gas prices are going to cost a lot. But my thing is, when we were a kid, we went to Disney World, the Epcot Center, and different things, and we spent like a half a day there, me and my little sisters with my parents, and we were ready to go and go back to the motel room and swim. We had more fun in the pool than we did at Disneyland or Disney World. But different strokes for different folks. That's how I see it. But this is supposed to happen in September. And I learned just yesterday afternoon that my wife went out and applied for a second job. And that really bothers me. Even though it's a nursing job, because she's a certified nurse, but she's going to be working in a nursing home, passing out meds and making sure that they get their insulin shots and doing whatever else the nurse does at a nursing home. But she only has to put in, like, I think she said 6 shifts a month, and it's $40 an hour, which I guess is good money. More money than I'm making, sitting here waiting on disability. But I feel bad because now she's working and then she has to go get a second job because I'm unable to work. It truly makes me feel like I'm not doing anything to help, which I wished I could. I would rather work a job any day than sit home and not get any money and make me feel better on top of it. But with CLPD and now this new diagnosis with ADHD, apparently I must have had this all my life, but I didn't know. So if you want to know more about my health issues, you could probably go back and watch my first video and you'd see much more information. But anyways, back to the vacation. I remember as a kid, we went on a vacation. It was awesome. We went on several as a child, but the one that I liked the most was when we went from Portland, Maine, all the way to, excuse me, the southernmost tip of Florida, Key West. But part I really enjoyed the most was uh, the Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C. Because when I got home after our summer vacation and school started, I was really getting into the history class because the teacher was talking about most of the things that I learned over the summer at the Smithsonian Institute. So I started getting really good grades in my history thanks to that vacation. But anyways, I just thought I would jump in here and make a short video and ask you to comment in the chat or in the comment box about how you feel about the groceries and maybe tell me about your best vacation ever. Until then, have a great day and a better day tomorrow. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel because it does help. And have a great day. God bless.